Stop. Don't look away from the screen. Don't even blink. I need you to keep your eyes locked exactly where they are. I'm serious. If you turn your head too quickly right now, you're going to see something you aren't supposed to see. You're sitting there, probably slouching a little, bathed in the cold, dark light of this video. The room around you feels quiet, doesn't it? But it's not just quiet. It feels pressurized. Do you feel that subtle vibration in the floor? That's not a truck driving by outside. That is the hum of the server farm that is currently processing your reality. Have you ever noticed that when you stare at a screen for long enough, the world behind your back stops feeling real? You can't see the wall behind you. You can't see the door. So how do you know they're still there? What if I told you that reality is trying to save processing power? It's called occlusion culling. Video games use it to delete things the player isn't looking at to make the game run smoother. And right now, because you've been so focused on this screen, the universe has decided that the room behind you is no longer necessary. It has deleted the wall. It has deleted the door. There's nothing under your bed right now but a gray, unfinished wireframe void. The darkness isn't empty. It is solid. Don't turn around. If you look, the system will panic. It will try to snap the room back into existence too fast. You'll see the texture smearing. You'll see the furniture floating an inch off the ground before it settles. And you might see who has been standing in the corner for the last 20 minutes, waiting for the room to finish rendering. Take a deep breath. Do it now. Does it feel tight in your chest? Does the air taste stale to you? It shouldn't just taste old. It should taste recycled. It tastes like ozone and burning dust, like air that has been breathed by 1,000 other people before you. Look at your hands resting beside you. Do they look pale? Does the skin look a little too waxy? That's because the simulation stopped generating fresh oxygen 10 minutes ago. It's just looping the room air ambiance file to save memory. Let's talk about your house. You think you're safe because you know the layout. You think the locks on the doors matter. But the house you're in right now isn't the one you know. It's a low-resolution copy. And your family? They were the first things to get optimized. You've been in this bed for an hour. The silence in the home isn't empty. It's artificial. Listen to the other room. You hear your dad, don't you? The heavy, rhythmic thud squeak of his recliner shifting. The muffled clink of a ceramic mug on a coaster. It's comforting. It sounds like home. But listen closer. He makes the exact same clink every 6 minutes and 12 seconds. The pitch doesn't vary. The resonance is identical. It's a low-quality audio file playing on a loop to keep you docile. Now, look at the door frame leading out of your room. Look at the shadows on the floor. They aren't moving correctly. They're too sharp. They don't fade at the edges. And the door itself? Not shaking, flickering. The anti-aliasing is failing. The wood grain isn't wood. It's a blurry, brown smear that only resolves into detail if you force your eyes to focus on it. You decide to test it. You stand up. Your legs feeling wrong, numb and heavy, as if gravity has been turned down to 80%. You walk into the hallway. The carpet under your feet doesn't feel like fabric. It feels like static electricity. It buzzes against your soles, making your teeth ache. You enter the living room. It smells like hot plastic. Your mother is sitting on the sofa. From the corner of your eye, she looks perfect. But as you turn your head, the rendering engine struggles to catch up. The sofa isn't leather anymore. It's a smooth, gray geometric block. And your mother? She is holding her phone, but the light isn't illuminating her face. It's just a flat, white rectangle floating in her hand. Her skin has the texture of wet clay. It's too smooth. There are no pores, no wrinkles. Her hair isn't individual strands. It's a solid, helmet-like mass of dark polygons. "Mom?" you whisper. She doesn't turn instantly. There is a lag, a 1-second delay where nothing happens. Then her head snaps toward you with a mechanical, bone-grinding click. She has no face. The simulation deemed her face unnecessary because you weren't looking at it. Where her eyes and mouth should be, there's just a blur of skin-tone pixels, swirled together like smudged oil paint.
"Are you enjoying the story?"
she asks. Her lips don't move because she doesn't have any. The voice projects from the air 3 inches above her head. It's a perfect recording of her voice, but it sounds compressed, tiny, like it's coming through a walkie-talkie buried in a grave. You back away, your heart hammering against your ribs, the only real sound left in the house. You stumble toward the hallway, but the hallway has changed. It's no longer the short walk to your siblings' room. The hallway is stretched. It is now 50 yards long, bathed in a sickly, humming yellow light from fluorescent tubes that shouldn't exist in your house. The walls are breathing. The wall pattern is sliding down the plaster like melting wax. You reach your sibling's door and throw it open. There is no room. The floor cuts off at the threshold. Beyond the door is a gray, infinite void. Floating in the corner of nothingness is a single, untextured bed. Your sibling is lying there, but they are transparent, a wireframe mesh of blue lines in the shape of a person. They are stuck in a default sleep pose 01. The house is deleting the rooms you aren't using to save RAM or the screen you are staring at right now. You turn to run back to your room, to the safety of the screen, the anchor, but you stop. You're back in your bed now, aren't you? You're listening to this, telling yourself it's just a story. You're terrified to look away from the screen because you know that as long as you are watching, the world has to keep rendering. But you can feel it. The temperature in your room has dropped 10 degrees, but right behind your neck, it's hot. It feels like the heat coming off an overworked computer processor. The fine hairs on your arms are standing up, not because of cold, but because of static proximity. The placeholder version of your family, that blurred, faceless composite of everyone you lived with, has followed you back into your room. It didn't walk, it glided. It is standing just outside the peripheral vision of your left eye. If you look at the reflection in the dark part of your screen, you might see a shape standing beside your bed. A tall, gray smudge of distortion. It is leaning down. It is inhaling the air you are trying to breathe. It is waiting for the story to end, because once you stop watching, the viewer is no longer required. The screen will go black, the room will be deleted, and you will be archived. I can hear its breathing. It sounds like a hard drive spinning up to a scream. It sounds like your name, whispered through a mouthful of broken glass. The refresh is scheduled for 10 seconds from now. Don't turn around. Don't blink. And whatever you do, don't look at the black reflection when the screen turns off.